Hello. Testing. Audios, visuals. Oh my god, give me a chance to breathe. Interrupted. There you are, grandson.
Ryerson's grandson says, "Grandfather, I was minding my own business, gathering mugworts, when some nasty lupin stole them right out of my hands."
No, the lady fall asleep.
Would you ask the lupin if they would give me back my plants? You'll find them on the other side of the river.
Alright, now go back to the grandfather. He was very sick for you. Oh no, I have so much more to do. No way I crossed this whole land for no reason. What are those? Thanks, Lily. So this is what happened. First things first, I smelled something burning slash on fire. I'll try not to make this mistake again. My nose is very sensitive to smells, or at least smells that could potentially kill me, like my house is on fire or the bathroom's flooded. That killed me financially. So my ears are also sensitive to sound. But I smelled something, right? Burning. I looked to my PC and I kind of I have like a calendar, like those calendars that you put on the wall, like that you could write on, like a dry erase calendar. I have it on top of my PC. I had it for a little bit on top of it for no reason. I just haven't hanged it up yet. But I lifted it up, and I think because I lifted it up, I also disturbed some dust that was underneath it or on top of it or whatever. And because the dust was in the air now, I thought it was smoke. I thought I was seeing smoke. It was like my nose was telling me something, and then my eyes were suggesting something. So it was like, it must be smoke. And I just shut off my PC immediately. I looked at it for a good solid minute while I was running, checking everything, hearing everything. And then 5 minutes later, I started hearing fireworks in the background. Like they're shooting fireworks outside. I don't know why. It's not a holiday. They're celebrating kids going back to school, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened. Sorry to scare you, Lily. This is a fight response.
Lupin Looter says you would have us return some insignificant child's mugworts? Do not make me laugh. This whole area belongs to us, including any plants that may happen to be plucked by a child of man.
No, there's a fight, huh? Yeah, you know, that's something to wake you up. Always been like this. Like sometimes I hear like random like dripping sound. So I'm responsible for one time my house being flooded. Just once. The second time I was not responsible for. But the house has been flooded 2 times by the sink or the bathtub. Actually, it's always been the sink. Either the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink. One time we went to a trip with my family. And when we came back and opened the door, we stepped in, and this first step, splash. Now, mind you, the door is far away from anywhere that could be water coming from. So we was like, what happened? Where is this water coming from? And then a few seconds later, we hear I think it was the bathroom running water. And it flooded all the way from the bathroom into the living room, all the way to the doorway. It was horrible. I don't remember what happened. If we had any major damage. I was very young. But I was like, that memory and the other time it flooded, it made me sensitive to any water that's dripping. Thankfully, we had never any fire. Really, I was about to finish my thing. Any fire related? But fires, actually, I do. It rarely happens to me, because sometimes people forget to turn off the stove. So when I smell I'm sleeping and I smell the stove on fire, or I mean a pot on fire, and I shoot up, and then I discover what happened.
Did you get them to return my mugworts?
Usually they're in the other room, and that's why they haven't noticed.
So much. I was trying to collect plants to make some medicine. I read about it in one of my grandfather's botanica books. There is one more thing I need for the medicine: waterweed. I tried to fish some out of the river earlier with a pole, but I didn't have much luck. Could you get some for me?
What? What are you making me do? Boy, I got other things to do. Just to fly. Now I gotta dive. You know, I'm energetic in the beginning of a little bit after in the beginning of the day, and like the last few hours of the night. Middle of the day, I'm tired. Now, can you finally go home?
Did you? Yay. Now I have everything I need. I'll go back to grandfather now.
But yeah, I keep hearing the fireworks. It's still going on right now. Again, there's no holiday right now.
Ryerson
And it's
says
even raining a little.
return. He told me all about how you helped him gather the ingredients. While I am glad he has grown, however, those Lupins should really know better than to steal from a mere child. Their race was once famed for being loyal vassals to some of them. When Doma was crushed by the Empire, it pains me to see a race once so proud fall so low. Some
Uh-oh. These tigers got red eyes. No, the tiger's gonna eat me.
Sentii says, water serpent livers. But why did you think to bring these to me? Ah, my Did she? My sincerest thanks. I shall boil these and eat them
Mmm,
shortly.
that soup look good.
Back in the days when I made my living transporting rice up and down the river, I used to slay any water serpents I saw and take them home to cook. Of course, that all it is thanks to nature and kind strangers like you that I am able to put food on my table these days.
Now, one more quest and one more guy point. Sorta. And I guess that quest you only complete once you finish the story quest. I may actually take the waterway. What? The water's not deep enough? Nope. What is that? Those 3 of them. Gusi Gensu Appa. Oh, found their village.
Yugili says this is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack.
Have a skirt.
Zeno's itinerary is as follows. He will depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the moon gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue onto these very docks, where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape. The manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places.
We're gonna start fighting immediately. 68. What type of quest? 64. Eventually, we're gonna have to do our main story, our class quest. We're one away from leveling up. Inside that courtyard. It is a good place for hiding, but it's gonna take us a while to get to them.
Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment.
There you are. From the roof, we would have a clear view of the docks. It is settled. We shall lie and wait here until Xenos arrives.
Are we really doing this?
As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated.
No, she has to learn how hard it was for us to take him down. I mean, it was kind of like 4 levels ago, but still. Oh god. Here we go. Let me get this thing from my keyboard, is annoying me. Don't tell me I pushed it farther in.
All that remains is to wait. I trust that you are ready.
I am leveled up appropriately. This house is way bigger than I thought it was.
He comes.
No way are we gonna defeat him here. Actually, this is a really bad idea.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
He knows.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest.
He knows.
Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
You should have just attacked him directly. I don't go.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
I did not kill him like that.
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound.
Oh, that's a big one.
Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
Here we go.
This day you die! Leave this to me!
All right.
Oh, whoa.
Let us put you to a proof.
No, I must fight on, but no.
If you're that low. Dark reflection.
Give me something to remember.
Give him something to remember. Yo, his voice lines are crazy. Hacks, I tell you, hacks.
Run, beast, run! Don't stop now.
Uh oh, now he done it. It was funny how your character ran. No, I was trying to survive.
I remember you, Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
I took one of his horns off.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live. For the rush of blood, the time between the seconds live. The sole pleasure left me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live!
Oh my god. He's crazy. He's one of those. The rush of battle is...
You are not worthy.
the villagers.
From them, you imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
The Vice Mistress. She's gonna be in so much trouble.
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will only begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are! Go now! Gusetsu, see to you.
Hey!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them! My lord?
He's happy. He's so crazy. And that's the reason we survive. Whose cat is this? Oh. I guess you're here too.
Alize says I don't think we were followed, gods. I have no idea what was going through that man's head, but I am heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us, thank Alphina. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude.
Well, he traveled all the way over here.
You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugathi's plan and how you of all people decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled.
Gesetsu says is where you.
Alize says I was rather confused, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there.
Oh, okay. Ah, finally. Leveled up.
He says, can you believe it? We faced the crown prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You've no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland.
How young?
Right. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to first.
Wounded?
Get back to the village.
It's just me and her that got hurt. Don't tell me you got hurt just coming up.
Nobody says I can manage on my own.
I don't know. You got sliced pretty deeply.
He says, how are you feeling? After fighting that demon, I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us, the shinobi, too.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But
thank you.
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new primal slayer.
Where are you gonna find one?
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us.
Alize says again.
We need more people.
Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, it is
Good night, Lily.
a manner of brilliant
Thank you for
strategy.
stopping by.
Therefore, I yield the floor to the
I hope you have a good night.
of our time with whom
I'll see you tomorrow.
we are privileged to share a room.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid, even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner. Such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return. For there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one.
That's what it takes now.
He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no lesser deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
No, his phase 1, I got damage on him. His phase 2 though, that was the hard one. Speak with my comrades.
Lise says I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me. And then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he's ever known. But unlike her, he chose to do
Your magic
something
carpet?
about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe, if I understand that, it'll help me to understand a lot of other things.
Gesetsu says our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add.
Yugithi says I will be traveling to the Azim Steppe, Cyber. I found Lord Hien once before, and I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver to him our people's reply.
And the twins. Why are they so far away from everyone else?
Alizé says the beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Sharlian or Aldal, is it?
Alphino says not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go.
Alizé says
The hell was that?
As much as this Lord-Hean intrudes our cyber, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle. There is also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugorne, dealing with this troublesome etherite. I could go on.
Alphino says, aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities.
Yugivi says we shall depart for the Azim Steppe.
Gasetsu says you will be joining us, Cyber?
Yeah, sure.
Alizé says for our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our rank. Lee says if anything happens, Yugivi says follow me.
He says wait. Don't leave yet. Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can. It may be stupid and naive. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperial.
And we got some food. Whoa, what happened?
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself. Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds. They render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsmen of hope. To make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
That was a mercy. He could have easily appointed someone else.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels.
I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, milady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Escape? You ran away 3 times, I think. In the fringes. What is this?
Aye, this is the place.
Um.
The shade was banished. You swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Oh.
Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it?
What are you up to?
I would say, damn you, Alphino.
Let's see. Yep, and one more location, and I should have everything.
Yugiti says if all are ready, let us depart for reunion in the Azim steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast, past Isari.
Oh, over there. Alright then. Are we gonna do that journey next time? Thank you everyone for watching. In the future, in the past, in the present. Sorry for the fire scare, but nothing is on fire. Thankfully. Have a good night everyone. Take care.